Stacks versus Workspaces versus Directories. Terraform directories isolate code by file system path. Terraform Workspaces isolate state under one root module. Terraform Stacks isolate deployments through components and deployment files. The isolation boundary determines what can change independently. The chosen boundary determines the operational blast radius. A directory creates a separate Terraform root module. Each directory owns its own backend, providers, variables, and state. Changes inside one directory do not affect another directory. Separate roots reduce coupling between environments. The trade-off is duplicated configuration across directories. A workspace changes the selected Terraform state file. The root module code remains unchanged. The workspace name can become a resource input. One code base can create separate environment resources. A code defect can propagate across every workspace. On the submarine, shared procedures reduce confusion during drills. The same shared procedure can distribute a bad step quickly. Terraform workspaces behave the same way. Shared code reduces duplication. Shared mistakes reach every selected state. A stack defines infrastructure through components. A deployment creates an environment instance of those components. The component file defines what infrastructure exists. The deployment file defines where that infrastructure runs. Directories and workspaces manage one root module at a time. Stacks coordinate multiple components as a deployment unit. This separates architecture design from environment rollout. A deployment supplies environment-specific values. The stack keeps component relationships consistent. Development and production can use different network ranges. Both deployments still consume the same component definition. Environment variation remains visible inside deployment files. A stack component references a Terraform module. The module continues to contain resource definitions. Stacks coordinate module instances across deployments. Stacks do not replace Terraform's resource syntax. The module remains the resource construction boundary. Use directories when environments evolve independently. Use workspaces when environments share identical architecture. Use stacks when multiple components must deploy together. Directories isolate through separate root modules. Workspaces isolate through separate state files. Stacks isolate through deployment orchestration.